Good afternoon to you. Mark Sudduth, HurricaneTrack.com here with your Hurricane Pro and HD video blog for Monday, August 1st, 2016. Let's jump right in and take a look at sea surface temperature anomalies for today. Clearly you can see that the Atlantic Basin here in the main development region warmed up considerably, especially if you've been monitoring this since the beginning of the season. There was some thought that this would be cooler than average, and it's certainly anything but. Western Atlantic as well, very warm compared to where it should be, and really that includes the Caribbean and the Gulf. Pretty much the entire Atlantic warmer than it should be, and you contrast that with the cooling of the equatorial Pacific here, the La Nina trying to come in, and it definitely has the setup for a very busy rest of the season ahead. This is where we are right here, August the 1st. This is the peak of the season on September the 10th, and it's this uphill battle, so to speak, that we have to get through. And then there's even another secondary peak here in October. So really the meat of the season getting ready to come up here from about mid-August until the end of October. And my advice is, if you're not ready this season, you definitely might want to be, because with that water temperature profile, we really try to steer clear from sort of this, quote, doom and gloom forecast. But when you see potential, it's just like the doctor pointing out you might want to change your eating habits or quit smoking or something. They want to give you good advice that's going to help you without using scare tactics. And, that's the same kind of thing here. When I see and other experts see all of this energy, and this is the upper ocean heat content map, and this is well above where it should be in many locations, it is problematic, because we know that these tropical waves are going to be coming off and headed west. And eventually one of them is going to make their way towards the United States. It's probably just a matter of time. So do be ready if you're not already. It's that kind of a season. So that being said, we do have, I wanted to show you this right down here is where 97L is currently located. And it's going to be headed towards increasing upper ocean heat content through this region over the next several days. Speaking of that, here is the 2 p.m. outlook from the National Hurricane Center, and right now 80% chance of development over the next 48 hours. So basically this is all academic now, because it is on its way to developing. I can show you that here on the satellite imagery. This is the animation of the visible satellite shot. Probably has a low-level center forming somewhere in here, and recon is on the way, as I record this, to investigate. Now, the squally weather certainly has been impacting the southern part of Hispaniola here, but Jamaica is going to be next in line as this system moves off to the west over the next day or so. And by later tonight, tropical storm conditions are likely over portions of Jamaica, because this thing is already producing winds to near tropical storm force, and in some cases even exceeding that, according to ship reports and even satellite-based wind readings that they're able to take using sophisticated data. It's pretty amazing. And you can see even on the larger, wider shot, it's starting to curl up pretty good with a little notch right there. Probably the low-level center trying to form. And as this heads off to the west, even if it passes south of Jamaica, which it should, that would put Jamaica there in that right front quadrant, meaning that the northern side of this circulation will pass over the island, bringing heavy rain and likely tropical storm conditions. Now, I'm not going to show the models, the different plots, because really it comes down to one simple thing, and I thought I would explain it rather than throw up a plot of, or probably should say post a plot, of the computer models. You hear them referred to as the spaghetti models. Basically, this system is going to take a southern track, might even go south of west for a little bit, and then more than likely head into Central America. Why is that? Strong high pressure over the eastern U.S., the Bermuda High over the western Atlantic, is going to keep this system suppressed to the south. It's fairly simple in terms of the overall setup. The details of where this goes in, it might come in along the north coast of Honduras. It could come in just north enough to actually hit Belize from the east here while staying over the open water. We will just have to wait and see. But instead of looking at all these different tracks, that some go here, some go there, and whatever, that gets confusing from time to time. And in this situation, the overall setup is fairly simple. High pressure up here is going to protect the United States. trying to draw an H there, and more than likely drive this into Central America. I would say I'm 95% confident that that will happen. So over the next few hours, the main emphasis here will be for our friends in Jamaica as this passes and gets away from the Hispaniola, Dominican Republic, and Haiti area. Jamaica will be next. Maybe some fringe effects in the Caymans, and then we'll start watching for impacts here on the Yucatan Peninsula and Central America, Honduras being the more likely area. So there you have it. I'll be on top of this. Certainly you have a lot of tools to take advantage of in Hurricane Pro in HD. Be sure to watch for tweets as well. They will be retweeting some of the stuff that I put out there at Hurricane Track. That's my handle on Twitter. And with all that, you should be well up to date pretty much anytime you need to be. All right, well, that's it from me for today. I am Mark Sudduth for HurricaneTrack.com, my website, of course. Always proud to be able to contribute to Hurricane Pro in HD. And I will be back all week with continuing updates as this system develops.